What's going on, everybody? It's Virtual Handhelds 24. Today I'm going to be going over a tutorial video kinda regarding the RPCS3 PlayStation 3 emulator. We're going to just go over some quick settings that I have. I know people keep asking. So when you download this version of the emulator, it's the 0.6 alpha. Get it at GitHub. There's not much to change. There's a few things to look out for. The first one is going to be in the core, and it's going to be right here. It's going to be preferred SPU threads. It's default at 0, change it to 2. And then your SPU block size, it's defaulted to mega. I change it to safe, and that's about it. So that's the first one, 2 things in core. Then over here, we're going to go to video. This is pretty much where everything else is going to be altered, and it's not much. So first part, we're going to go to Vulkan. Click on Vulkan. You can change the sharpening intensity. I put it down to 25. It's originally at 50. You know, you can mess around with that if you want. You could change this to fast if you want, but it's default at safe. You can't change the amount of RAM, unfortunately. It will not let you. That's the maximum it goes to. You can lower it, but you can't increase it, which I did try to do. Then the other thing is, or primarily the main thing is custom driver. You click turbo mode to improve performance, and that's basically it in Vulkan. Then we go down here. Resolution you can play around with from anywhere to just booting a game up. You can start off in 720/480, and then you can work up to 720 to 1080p. That choice is up to you. My advice is when you get the game, however you get it, you know, however you get it, and you load it in, and it's compiling, it's loading, I would start off with everything basic before you start increasing resolution, obviously, just to see, 1, if the game boots, 2, it's got to compile shaders, 3, see what the frames per second is in the beginning at that resolution before anything, because once you change your settings, there's not much else that at least I know of that will increase FPS. This is another one. Shader mode, I don't like this. This interpreter does not work well. I like to keep it at async shader recompiler, just like that. I understand the interpreter is supposed to just make it run smoother, but I find myself running into more stutters than anything else, which eventually does cause the game to crash on me, which I haven't experienced other than when I change it to interpreter. If you guys know, actually, you can let me know if this is on async with shader interpreter and there's another setting that needs to be along with this one. Let me know, because I'm not exactly sure. Ooh, my dog is in trouble. The next one is going to be shader precision. Keep it on auto. Default it's at high. A lot of people recommend low, but that allows performance to drop. Auto is pretty much, you know, like it says, it's automatic, so it compiles when it's supposed to, and it, for the most part, works just fine. Click on right color buffers, and then read color buffers. Make sure that those are clicked on. Once we get another update, and like Uncharted, you know, God of War, all those like 30 gig games, when they become playable, this is definitely going to help them when it comes to the texture and the loading times. I clicked this on. I was just had it off because I was testing something out. This used GPU texture scaling, really helped with resistance to get rid of graphical issues, because the game was unplayable until that was turned on. At least I believe it was. That's basically it. There's all these other ones. Enable frame skip will automatically be on. I turn that off because it does lower the performance for frames per second. So if you want to get more FPS, just turn it off. As you can see, it's got the asterisk. And that's it. That's all I really mess with. Now, the other cool thing is that I've been fiddling around with GPU custom drivers. I do have the new one, the Turnip 25 revision 5. I'm used to these with Switch emulation. When PS3, it's kind of hit or miss. The biosensor works pretty well, the MK1. There's like one other game, the MK2 works, but I forgot what game that was. But for the most part, the biosensor MK1 works pretty well. And then also I noticed revision 1 works really well too. But I guess we could try out 25 to see if there's any improvement. So yeah, a lot of these games do not work, at least for now. The ones that do work, we'll be testing out. I want this one to work really bad, but just can't get past a screen. So this one I want to work. Like, I want all these to work just because, again, I have never played them. I mean, God of War 3 I could play on my PS5 and use my PS Plus membership to play that. I think it's the PS4 version of God of War 3, whatever that means. If it's more HD than it already is. So I kind of played a little bit of God of War 3, so I'm not really aiming to. I obviously want to get that to work to show it off, but I'm not like looking to play that game. I really don't want to test out 25, but we will. That's fine. We'll do Wolverine. And it's at I don't know what how good it crashed, because I don't know what the video was at 720. We'll do 1080. Alright, right away it crashed, so I don't know about that one. Let's try revision 1. And when you run into this problem too, this is another thing. I just close it out and reopen it. Also, if you download games, iOS, PKG, okay? You should know that, but if you don't, you get an iOS game, you're like, how do I just click that and then look for the iOS game? And that's how they install, and then obviously the folder is for the PKG files. Alright, let's close this out and let's reopen it. I'm gonna pause it just because it's gonna load. Okay. I don't know where the volume's at. Okay, the volume's good. I don't believe it's perfect, but it does show a little better performance, which is kind of weird. Again, I don't know what the default driver they have for the PS3. And it's also recommended revision 2 and under for anything like Snapdragon Gen 3 or lower to be using for this. Alright, so this is 1080p. And I've noticed like 720 and 1080 look the same. So it's like, what's the point? But whatever, we're gonna put it at 1080, turn it up. Damn this case. But the frames per second is pretty good, and like the audio and the glitching is kind of gone. And I didn't get to pass that talking part, I just got to that part and I stopped. So this will all be like with the shaders and all that, theoretically. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing though. So there's that. There's like a sense button here. Okay, here we go. Oh Lord, what am I supposed to do? Kind of sucks that I didn't just do this with the action instead of puzzles. Maybe that's how you get up. Nope. Nope. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, alright. See, with the interpreter, when I have that on, when that shader pile comes up, it would stop, right? And I wouldn't be able to move, and then I would be able to move. So I don't know if there's another setting in here that I'm supposed to have on for that to work smoothly, like everyone's telling me. I do understand that just the async shaders does have this, you know, the compiling effect. However, with different drivers, it works a... Oh, what am I supposed to be doing? However, with the different drivers, it's like less noticeable. Okay, now what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to like, what is it? Hit both? To run fast? So I saw L2. See, I mean, it's like 1080p. I should be able to see that clearly, but I can't read the writing. I do apologize, guys. I'm so sorry. Alright, what are we supposed to do? L2. Oh, L2's... I'm an idiot. I'm hitting L3. It's been a long day at work. Come on. I still have to go to my other job. Sucks. But I'm gonna be free the next couple of days. Oh, okay. It's L1. Alright. So, there's gonna be more videos coming soon. I'm gonna have a lot more free time. I'll try to get more gameplay footage and settings. Go, go, go! Alright, we did it. Checkpoint. Alright, now we got action. So, watch how much better this plays. Like the audio's fixed. It's just because I'm using revision 1. It's the only thing. There's less graphical issues. Not saying that there's not any graphical issues. Oh, this guy. How do I block it in? How do we do this? How do you... So this game has now become playable to very playable. It's actually fun. It's cool to get it to work, but... But now it works really well. Okay. I think this will be enough for this game. Sorry for the wait, but just wanted to show off. Okay, so this is revision 1. 25, I don't know. Or, I'm sorry, revision 5, I don't know. I've had more luck with revision 1, so keep that in mind if you got the Portal or Odin. That seems to be more stable. Revision 2 is okay, but I found revision 1 working better on certain games. Next game we'll test out that we actually got working before will be... Let's see. I think we had troubles with... Not that one, right? Or was it this one? No, I think it was this one. I haven't tested this one out, but I'm just gonna put faith in the revision 1 to see if it just gets rid of... There were some graphical issues last time we played Capcom 3, or Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So let's see if... Nope. Maybe. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Whoa. That doesn't seem right. We're getting 200? Is that because I have frame limit unlocked, maybe? This is the first game. Oh, there it goes. It's back to 60. Okay, we don't need to connect. God. I already see an improvement, so that's good. Arcade. Frame rates are all over the place, so not in a bad way, but...
Normal. Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The world's greatest heroes
Oh, I don't know who to be. Be William. Sure, that's not the styles they're supposed to be, but that's fine. Oh, we're going easy. Ooh, graphical issues, graphical issues. Hey, I'll deal with those as long as everything else works. What was that, what's his face from Resident Evil?
You're gonna regret this in the morning.
Loading, loading, loading. I don't know if this game runs at 60 or if it's supposed to do it. Well, like I said, this game wasn't working before, and now it works. Is that Chris? I die. Unacceptable.
You win. Mine was that. Yours on the other hand.
Frame rate's all over the place, so I don't know what the game's supposed to run out.
Get ready for the fight of your life. Come on. Fight. Live and let die.
Oh, this is really cool though, because we got all these characters. It says not Devil May Cry. Oh, he's gonna kill me with my move. That was pure luck. Oh, I just don't know how to show you again. I'm starting to learn that one. Oh, he got me before I could get it. Unacceptable. Whoa, okay. These fighting games are so much fun. Unacceptable. Fucking Iron Man, are you kidding me? Bad move. There we go. Oh, it was sweet if he just finished him off there. Uh-oh. Oh no! Yeah, so this game again was not playable. Just a lot of graphical issues, and we just changed the driver. Becomes very playable. Alright. Okay. Do it again. And this time, I'm only testing out games I know will run thoroughly, not like just start up. We don't need to do Street Fighter for this one that I tested the other day because they ran pretty well. I mean, they probably run a little better with their turnip. Spider-Man was giving us issues, so let's try that one. I'll pause it too so you guys don't have to wait. Okay. I think it might have crashed. This is the process. Doesn't work, try it again. Be right back. Alright. Okay. I haven't tested the turnip driver on all these games, just Wolverine, so I'm assuming the revision one will work for the ones that do actually run. But I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. Because this one already crashed and I'm already like... I don't know if we can trust it. Do.
Hey there, true believers.
Oh Lord, we have to do all of this over. Alright, well this will be a quick one then.
Ready to wreak havoc with...
It's right here, depending on how it goes.
Let's get started. These neighborhoods aren't gonna friendly themselves.
But you see how fast the shaders compile with this driver?
I will assist you in finding a
And this building was all like glitchy. Now it's not.
Lead on, MW.
All right. You will need to reach that ledge to begin your quest.
Wait, this quest involves jumping?
Come on. Why can I never get up there?
You'll need to get higher than that.
Keep your cloak on, M-dubs. That was just a warm-up.
And now, scale the wall with your unique adhesive abilities.
I believe the technical term is
Stickum
stickum
powers.
powers. Yup, I'm crawling up a wall.
So yeah, I do definitely see an improvement. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but I tested out the revision 25, revision 5, and it's not as good.
Detecting danger. You have the added abilities of seeing through objects, locating enemies, and discerning structural weaknesses in your environment.
Spider-Man breakdown. Okay, yeah, we know.
Bestow it upon the other Spider-Men as well. Don't let weak structures or other obstacles block your path. Use your webbing to pull that wall down.
And that's called breaking and entering. Hey, look what I found.
Excellent work. A job well begun is half done. Now to another Spider-Man, and to bestow a different gift upon him.
The black suit. What am I doing in the black suit? I hate this thing.
Now
Oh,
let's
thank God we
retrieve
could
the
skip
next
that.
fragment. Spitspot.
Did you just say Spitspot?
First, with your ability to
Oh,
web
but look,
you
it's
can
dropping.
travel quickly from perch point to perch point. Try it now.
Yeah!
What am I supposed to do?
Occasionally,
Oh,
in order to
R2.
reach distant perch points, you will have to jump towards them in webs of the knitting.
Huh. Talk about a leap of faith.
And you can run across narrow walkways such as this one without fear of falling, due to your natural agility and powers of adhesion.
They're called stickum powers. Did one of the other bees make that joke already?
Yes.
Oh
it was no
God,
funnier.
I wish I could skip this.
The fragment is at the end of the corridor. Can you swing across to it?
Can I? Lady, it's my trademark. I gotta admit, this
suit does feel fairly under control. And I feel stronger, faster. Maybe this will work out after all. Fingers crossed.
We'll just swing to the other side, hopefully not die. And then we'll go on to the next game. It seems to work pretty well.
They're all going to be this easy to find, right?
No. But now, I must turn my consciousness to the future and to Miguel O'Hara.
Actually, we'll wait because this part was tough. Was taxating.
Ready to save the universe and looking good.
Skip you? Yes. Okay. So we didn't wait for shaders to load that time. Probably because I already replayed it, but
Speak of the devil, here comes the public eye now.
Many enemies will try to stop you from collecting fragments. You must defeat them in combat.
Tell me about it. I tried to defeat him in cards once. Go so good.
oh my god.
This one looks easy.
I think it crashed. Alright. On to the next one. Is there anything else on here I want to test? I mean, resistance works fine as is. Let's go on to the mini. Okay. So I have these games I gotta load up. Haven't done so, but we'll test Spider-Man out. That game was struggling, the Shattered Dimensions, so we're gonna keep it on that. We'll change it to 1080p just so I can show that game off. And see, sorry, it's mini. I have this on, but it was just not working. So we're gonna change it back to that. I'll zoom in because it's the mini, and we'll play this one. And I'll pause it again. Right. It's almost there. Where's start? I just got done fighting Anti-Venom, and he killed the old me. So I haven't got past this part, so we'll see. Yeah, like I said, I got some games coming. I just gotta, I'll have time in a day or two to test them out and show them off. And we'll go over the settings together. Oh, it's Edge of Time, my bad.
I see they've been keeping busy in the cybernetics division. There's a lot of shocking robots down there. During the day, as Miguel
For whatever reason with this driver, the shader, when it's compiling the shaders, it's just less crashy. And I don't have the interpreter, async interpreter on, just the AC recompiler on. So it seems to work out just fine.
the genetics lab. Without that department, I wouldn't be the man I am today.
So way to run, crawl faster.
Sloane's gotta be around here somewhere. I just know it.
Holy moly, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
You'd think the largest tech developer in the world could afford to carpet their air ducts for extra comfort.
Okay, nope, I have to keep doing this. Come on. I mean, I shouldn't complain. Again, we're playing a PS3 game at 1080p. And it's playing natively. So at least frame rate wise. Okay.
There you are. Holographic assistant online. How may I serve you, Mr. Sloan?
Oh, we're skipping that.
Run a final check and initiate security virus.
Hold. Okay.
Bioscan sequence initiated. Bioscan sequence. This thing's so oversensitive and properly called. An ant. More like a spider. I think it picked me up. Gotta get out of range. Bioscan sequence.
Okay, how you jump? Lord have mercy. Sorry guys, I should have played more of this to...
Take your time. Don't want to get caught here.
I didn't know the first part was only going to be so long, and I got through it real quick. Alright, how about we do this? Forget it, let's just keep going. It's going to restart the game, but what's the point?
I knew he was up to something. I'm almost embarrassed it took me so long to come up with it. I simply go back in time and launch Alchemix years before.
Oh lord. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go back, because this is... It's a quick game. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. My bad. Should do that from the beginning. Yeah, with the regular driver that comes with the game, or the PS3 emulator, would not handle this at all. It would crash. And with revision 2, it's, or revision 1 I should say, it works pretty well. Except for that little audio issue. Oh, I'm done. Let me turn on that brightness, boy. Damn, you just... Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm wasted. Ooh.
No
Uh-oh.
Parker! Parker, are you there? Vader! Vader!
He gone. Yeah, it's basically the beginning of the game. And we start off here. So yeah, I just wanted to show this off. This game works really well with that turnip driver. And the fan does not need to be that loud too. It's just I've been running these things for quite some time in the morning. But yeah, that was revision 1. I did try revision 5, not so great. It's about the same, but just a little less performant. This one kind of like pushes through. Same thing with Biosensor 1, but more luck with revision 1, so definitely take advantage of that mess up turnip driver. Now, just because you change the driver doesn't mean like it's gonna fix everything. Devil May Cry, there's still like too much going on. We restart the game, I could probably get through easy breezy, but when I have to get my guns and I start shooting, everything drops. No point. I'm gonna test out Dynasty, Blur, and Tomb Raider. So hopefully I get Tomb Raider to work. I think that will be the hardest one. God of War I just put on here just for, you know, when the emulator does get updated, but it doesn't work right now. Even with changing the turnip drivers, it's not always gonna fix everything. For the games that I do show off that are running, the turnip drivers do work. And also when you do get a game, however you get it, make sure your settings are set to the ones I said earlier, but make sure you're on the default driver when the game boots up. They may not recognize these right away and it'll crash the game, and therefore the game will just not work and you'll have to get it from another area or start over or what have you. But make sure it's on default. The game loads up, it runs crappy, then feel free to change it to a different turnip driver. That's completely fine. That's how I improved the performance for these. I just didn't know about doing it until just recently with Silent Hill to get that working. Downpour. But yeah, any game you get, make sure you start off with a default driver. And then 2, the bigger the game, the less likely the chance it's going to run. So if we're talking about any game that's like over 12 gigs, you know, unless it's even the Odin Pro, which is this basically, but this is the mini, it's going to be hit or miss. If you get a smaller game like 8 to 7 gigs, you have a better chance of it booting up and running, and then you could play around with the drivers. Resistance was a miracle because that didn't really need anything other than just a few settings adjustments to get it running fully. And then Outrun's just a little game. But everything else, like even Strider, still doesn't run at 30, even with changing the turnip driver. It still runs like at 26, 27, which isn't full speed. So I still have to play around with different turnip drivers, but Mr. Purple, don't even bother. It's too powerful. The game won't load up, won't boot as soon as you change it to that. So don't bother with Mr. Purple. Your best bet is to use these from my testing. The Biosensor 1, Mess Up Turnip Driver Revision 1. You could play around with Revision 5 or Revision 2. I don't know about Revision 3 or 4. I think those are still broken, so there's no point. Just stick with 5. I haven't even tested out Revision 5 on Switch emulation yet. I will get to that probably later this week, but I am going to try to stay focused on RPCS3. And then the next thing I'm going to do, instead of focusing on Switch, I did have someone in the comments tell me, like, you know, what driver to use to get Switch games running. And I'll definitely be testing it out on the Retroid Pocket 5, but I know you can get PS3 on here working as well, just obviously not as good. So maybe with that turnip driver, I think the person that told me it was Revision 19. Maybe that turnip driver will work well with the PS3 emulation, and we could get games working on here. And again, this would be great for, like, you know, fighting games, because you got the D-pad, and, you know, going down here for fighting games, and you're not using controller or, you know, an arcade stick. This is ideal. Especially this D-pad is just like, it's almost the same as that one, just smaller. The mini is just a little bigger, but it's roughly the same design based off the Vita. So if I get this thing working, I'm definitely showing it off too with PS3 emulation. And if you made it this far, thank you again so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.